Greetings and welcome back to Big Pharma, everyone! It seems that you haven't quite had enough of watching me make drugs and occasionally turn a profit, and there is some demand to see some more missions. So we're going to be jumping straight into a new mission in this game, but instead of going with the beginner challenges, I think we're going to graduate to intermediate. Now intermediate, you're still not playing with the full deck of cards, it's still slightly simplified. The research and cure trees are less expansive, but you've got a larger map and you've got a larger number of competitors. Now, the competitors can have a really big effect on the game as a whole, because if both of them decide to start working on the same cure that you're working on, then this market is going to become ultra saturated very quickly, and the profit margins are just going to plummet. So it's something to be aware of. As the number of competitors increases, you really do start to suffer a little bit. Now we've got not-for-profit, which is to attain operating profits of 200,000 over a 12-month period, with a minimum cure rating across all products of B. Thicker than water, supply 200 successful combat sickle cell anemia treatments. Big money products simultaneously supply 3 products treating different cures with a combined value per sale above 300 within 9 years. Now, it's worth noting with that, it isn't saying 3 products which when sold have a combined value, that is all 3 together have a combined value of 300. It's saying 3 products which individually have a value of above 300 and you're producing 3 of them. Keep calm and carry on. Supply 250 reduces anxiety treatments within 10 years. That sounds quite nice. Keep calm and drink tea. In fact, you might even be able to treat the anxiety issues with tea. Tea is a very, very, very good cure for such ailments. It has a very long and storied history as used in medicine. Earn total revenue of 2.5 million within 12 years for Show Me the Money. But I really like not-for-profit. I mean, that's very dapper, but at the same time, we'd be spreading the joys of tea. No, we're going to have to go with this one. I've convinced myself by talking about tea. Right, company name, Dapper Drugs. And, of course, we're going with Leonard because Crocs. I need no other reason. Okay, let's have a quick look. Ooh, very interesting. We're starting on a very large building. This might be good. We might not need to expand out of this. But let's pause the game for a moment and just go and check on ingredients. What do we have? We have removes warts, calms acid reflux. Oh, that's not so good. I'm fairly certain that does not go to reduce... no, it doesn't go to reduce anxiety. Now, the reason why we see 3 things here, that's always a tell. If you've got a mission that has a specific objective, you will have that objective revealed to you. But you always start with 2, or at least as far as I've seen, and only 2 ingredients. So, yeah. We can make these. We're going to have to research for these. So we need relaxants. Let's have a quick look. Have we got anything that relaxes? We've got liver, blood, body response, relaxants. Ah, thank goodness. Right, we flat out need this. We've got nothing we can do. We absolutely need it. We're probably going to need that one as well. So we're going to need 4 in total. That's already putting us at a massive disadvantage. However, both of these, ionizer, evaporator with 16 to 18. So, that's actually not bad. But we can get calms acid reflux and removes warts straight away. Very easily with just 1 dissolver for each one. So that's not as bad. However, we are going to need... we're going to need a mixer at the very least, and I believe we need one of the advanced, the cryogenic condenser. We also want an ionizer. Okay, so we want a cryogenic condenser, which is over there. I believe that's a 2. It might be a 3, though. That is a 2, and that's a 2. So... this is expensive, but... we'll start work straight away. And we'll also go for the ionizer. This is a large expense. We're already paying 90... I think we're paying 240 straight off the bat. We haven't even actually begun making any drugs yet. And the odds of us making 240 in profit straight away, practically nil. We're going to buy this one as well. And you know what? We could buy this one. Or we could buy this one. Actually, we'll buy this one. There we go. Most of our money is gone. Say goodbye to our money. It has left us. It doesn't like us anymore. However, we might not care. Alright, so we want 2 cures straight away out the door, making us money, please. We need... Actually, over here we can do this. There we go. We were very fortunate with the types of drugs we have. Well, I say that, we're not really, because we actually don't have the one we need. But let's get the bitter bipoxy crystals there. And then over here, we want the dewy pangsat residue. So we're going to be immediately making calms acid reflux and removes warts. That one is not far away from what we need. Nor is that one. That one needs an ionizer, but we could easily get that one as well. Okay, let's go. We are going to lose a lot of money. You know what? Let's also get this going over here. Let me just have a quick look. What do we need? We need to bring this down by 2. So the dewy pangsat residue, we want to bring that down by 2 and then run it through an evaporator. Alright, pause this. Okay, now we're going to have to be fast because we've got to make quite a lot of ground up because we don't have the necessary ingredients right from the beginning. Dapper Warty Growth Crusher. I don't think that drug would ever sell. This shall be the Dapper Shadow Hydrax. Water be gone. There we go. You're helping a lot of people, Shadow Hydrax. Next, we want to try and get these built as quickly as we can, if we're able. Put that one there, then an evaporator here. Now we'll see how this goes. Now we're going to want this one to come through. Oh, wait. Oh, causes constipation. If I pull that one down by 1 more and then run it through the evaporator, it'll actually get rid of this completely. Can this one be removed? No. But it'll have no negative side effects. That might be worth it. We'll see. No, I think it would be worth it. Let's do that. That'll actually be the first drug I've ever had that had no negative side effects at all. We want a dissolver. And this will just go there. This is going to be a very clean drug. Okay. Alright, next product shall be the Dapper Stomach Pain Buster, which shall become the Dapper Scarecrow Pain... No, we've already had Annihilator. Pain... Actually, no, it's not just a regular pain pill, is it? It's acid reflux. Oh, that's heartburn. Heartburn extinguisher. Okay, let's see how this is going. Okay, we need to bring it down a fair bit, but it hasn't. And that's actually a good thing to have done because this is active in 13 to 7. Sorry, 3 to 11. Oh well, we could have put it right on the edge there, but we're free to put it wherever we want in here now. But we've got to take it down by, ouch, another 6. We might want to wait for the ionizers on that one. But we are very much in debt, so we are just flat out going to have to take out a loan. That is really, really unfortunate. But that's not a bad loan. Let's go ahead and take that one. We could have a bunch of these, I suppose. How long is it going to take us to get that ionizer? Already 33%. While we're sat there, it's not doing us any good. So, yeah, you know what? 6 of them, though. How much would 6 of these cost? 600. I'm not actually sure how much this is. So we'd be paying 6,000. If that's 3,000, I don't think it is. I think it's like 2,000. So it would actually be cheaper just to wait. Unfortunately, really, we've only just started producing that product. This new product is in direct competition with our product, Dapper Shadow Hydrax Wart Be Gone. Oh, Medicorp. See, this is what I mean. They're both competing me on the same drug. Drug what? Really? Why? Oh, we probably want to push that down a little bit more because it's not really doing particularly well. It's probably the max strength is closer to the middle or further away. Scallywags. But you know what, though? That could actually work to our benefit because it would give me a reason to buy 2 of these. I really just want to get this drug doing something for me. Let's pop that. Oh, actually, no, we've got it. Okay, there we go. The ionizer is unlocked. So it says. Okay, fine. Pause it there. Silly of me to have set these up, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Right, which one was it? We want to push this one just a little bit further. Maybe 2 more? Yeah, 2 more should be fine, I would say. Right about there. So we'll get rid of these 2. And instead, run these through. Like so. There we go. That should move this drug closer to its max strength. It's total guesswork where its max strength lies. But I'm fairly certain it's going to be somewhere in that region. So now we've got an ionizer. We can do funky things. We want 1 there. 1 there. There we go. And that should give us... We're currently at 18. We want to be at 12. Yes, that'll be fine. And then we can immediately print these pills. So let's get the pill printers. Could even print the pills in that direction. It really doesn't make any difference whatsoever, honestly. Well, actually, we'd still have a little bit of room. We could at least get something to this from that direction if we really wanted to. Okay, that'll work. I hope. We'll see. Which one was that? That was Scarecrow. Let's have a look at these. Oh, this is going to be good. Hopefully. Sincerely hoping. Come on then. Right, let's pause that. Right, we've got... Oh, alleviates stomach ulcers. Ulcer Soother. Shall be named the Dapper Digi David Ulcer. Yeah, we'll just go with Ulcer Soother. There we go. Now this one is going to be renamed, so it's got to be the, what was it? Scarecrow Heartburn Extinguisher. There we go. Acid Punisher. We'll call it the Heartburn Punisher. There we go. Fantastic. Right. Oh, really? Okay. There's not a lot I can do about it. Right. We've got the extinguisher that can go. Hopefully, this is going to be a little bit better. Now, as for you, I need to do exactly the same here. So we will need to remove warts down by another 2, for example. Should get us out of the D rating at the very, very least. Let's see. We've got another one over here. So we could place it there. Let's move these up a little bit. In fact, let's move them to face down, like so. Right there, and you know what? Let's have another dissolver on each side. There we go. Ironically, it would have actually been better for us to have just one ionizer, one ionizer, one ionizer, 2 ionizers, and then I could have just put all of my research points into ionizers. But right now we've got more dissolvers. Right, we need the mixer next, or the advanced processing. The mixer first, I would say. And let's have a look over here. How are we doing? 76% on that. We are going to need this though, and that's going to cost us a lot of money in the long run. Oh well, we'll see how all of this does. Now this one is the Shadow Hydrax Wart Be Gone. Let's hope that we can start bringing in some decent profit. We've got a profit of 135 to be fair. This one's got a profit of 38. Right, so the Shadow Hydrax Wart Be Gone. There we go. Perfect. Wow, what kind of... Well, we won't know what the profit is on that for a little while, but damn. So expensive. Alright, let's have a look at our queues. See how we're doing. Right, well, if we had the autoclave, we could just go straight for appetite suppressants, which would be fantastic. But wow, look at that. That is amazing. It's going to cost us so much to get, though, which is such a shame. If we put the removes warts through the ionizer, though, we can go for female contraceptive straight away, which wouldn't be bad at all. And there we go. Antihistamines, we'd have dry mouth. Fine by me. Dry mouth it is, but we are going to need this, unfortunately, and there's no way around it. We are just flat out going to need it, so we don't have enough money. Oh, we're going into so much debt. Okay, well, that's coming our way. Hiring another person. Get to work. We're going to have to fire all of these people the moment we've got everything researched. Oh, that's kind of a horrid thing to say, but it's true. Alright, there we go. Now, we won't start producing the antihistamines straight away. Actually, we don't necessarily need to. We could go for the remove warts and go for the second tier. How low down do I need to bring this? We only need to bring that 2 down, and then we can push it through an ionizer. Okay, 2 down, push it through an ionizer. Let's get this going. Actually, let me adjust that. 1 there. There, and then an ionizer. There we go. There we go. Mixer already unlocked. Fantastic work. Gentlemen, get over there. Also, get that research a little bit better. We'll continue pulling down the cost. Now, we're hoping... Well, if I can go for the autoclave, I could... Well, I kind of need both, really. But the autoclave would be the better one to go for immediately, because we desperately need that profit. And if we go over to cures, we can see that the autoclave is all we need to go for the appetite suppressant. Thankfully, the one catalyst that we're going to be getting will work on both of these, so we can go up to tier 3 cures. Oh, wow. I may actually be playing the wrong scenario, given how well this is going for us in an odd way, but we'll have to see. Right, how are we doing over there? Oh, that's really not good. So we need... It's active from 2 to 6, and we're currently at 12. Well, if we bring it down to 3, we won't have causes headaches. So we'd need 3. Hang on, let me just pause that for a moment. We'd need... We could either go with 2 ionizers to take us down as far as we need to go. But that's going to add another... How much does it cost? Another processing cost of 70. How much is the drugs profit already? 280. But if we bring this out, I'll just be able to see... There we go. Right, how much is that? It's currently cost 88. I mean, it would still be profitable. We could... It'll drop its profit a lot, but it'll have no side effects, so... Alright then. I don't like giving people side effects. I know. I'm a derp. This is a business. I don't care. Give me a break. In that order. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. There we go. I mean, it may not make as much money, but will make people happier. And that's its own reward. It doesn't buy food, though. Well, it does, kind of. If you gain enough favor with people, they'll just give you food. You'll become a populist hero. The demand for male contraception is growing. More women are starting to worry about the possible side effects of long-term use of hormonal contraception. Male contraception is a much less invasive procedure, and many couples are demanding this approach to be more readily available. Well, we'll have to have a look into that. Now, what new product shall we have? We've got the female contraceptive. Well, damn it. Just as demand is about to go down. Preg Buster. No, we're not going to be preg busting anything. This shall be Oreo Man. Preg away? Question mark? That'll actually be the name of the drug. A little bit of uncertainty. You know, spice up life a bit. There we go. Hopefully it's bringing in a decent amount. It's only bringing in 86 because we're removing all of the negative side effects. But hopefully that's close to the max strength and we'll actually get something really good out of that. We'll see. We're no longer producing this one. And let's see. Well, actually, it seems to be all okay. Well, we just dropped from C+ to C. That's not so good, unfortunately. Current profit on that one, though, is actually really, really nice. Profit on this one, though, is actually terrible. Really, really bad. I could push it up over 100 if I took away one of those and let them have... Damn it! Why are you competing against my ulcer soother? Oh my good god. I could push that up, but I'd give them headaches. Not so good. Not so happy with that at all. He gets... This is actually crippling us. Our debt! Our crippling debt! How's research going? Can I even afford to pay you anymore? I don't think I can. It's hard to run a profit when you're trying to be nice. How are ingredients going? We just need this one, and then I'll unfortunately have to immediately get rid of all of you. I'm so sorry, but it's true. I just can't afford you to have you around anymore. I'm so terribly sorry. We could try producing some antihistamines just to get a little bit of extra cash in, but I kind of want to save that last loan because we actually need it. Quite desperately, in fact. We haven't got enough space for one. But, well. If we did change a couple of these, we could possibly... For example, if I had... Oh, there we are. If I had those cyanizers, I could literally get rid of all of these. Ah, damn it. That is something I was really hoping to avoid. Okay, well... Nothing I can do. I'm going to need to take it. I'm going to need to hire you. And I'm going to need to get you on the autoclave. Straight away. At this point, even though it would cost slightly more, it would almost make a bit more sense for me to get rid of all of these and then just invest in pulling down the cost of my ionizers, considering I'm using them anyway. We'll see. There we go. Fantastic. Treats diabetes. You're all gone. I'm really, really sorry about this. I know you've got families to feed, but so have I. Right. We actually need something that would help with this. We do. I could push her up and then pull it back down again. No, we don't need that. Alright, well, we've got everything we need. We could try and go immediately for alleviate erectile dysfunction. Got female contraceptives. That would probably help enormously with our money issue. So we need to find where our female contraceptives are. Alleviate stomach ulcers, acid reflux. Of course, it had to be all the way over there, didn't it? Alright. So we need to buy this. And at this point... Oh, really? We have to be all the way back up there? Okay, that's actually not too bad. I just need to increase that by 2 agglomerators, basically, and then bring in the catalyst. That's actually making me a reasonable profit at the moment, though. 120 profit. So I'm actually hesitant to do that. Or I would prefer to do, instead, is bring in another line of that. So we want to go for removes warts. We're going to have to bring it down with 2, well, and 2 ionizers could do the job, but we won't go with that. We'll have a look. Let's see. We add a dissolver, then another dissolver, then an ionizer. That gives us the female contraceptive at that point. I just need to increase it from 12 to 17, so that's realistically 2 agglomerators, really. And honestly, thinking about it, I'm tighter for space than I am for anything else, so it would actually make more sense for me to do this. And then pop it through another ionizer. Then, oh, I don't have an agglomerator. Oh my lord. I didn't research one. Oh, scallywag. Oh, that's what I get for trying to think too far ahead. Okay, well, that's scuppered those plans. These are just going to have to sit there for now. Well, what I could do is I could buy the mixer, which I'm going to need anyway, while I've got the money, basically. And just hope, I suppose. No, wait. Oh, that was close. Okay, well, this isn't great, but hopefully we'll be able to get this research done quickly. Oh, it's going to be on 8% for ages, isn't it? Well, we've got one there. I could put it into my ionizer, bring down the cost just a tad. If I put another point into it, then it would be... Well, it wouldn't be cheaper than these anymore, actually. Since I put 2 points into them. It is worthwhile deciding what you're going to do right from the beginning. But it's going to take me a few minutes to wait for any research, so I'm going to pause the recording here, and I shall bring you back when there's something to report. And welcome back. We are just about to finish the agglomerator, and it is in fact now finished. Ah, huzzah. Now, I actually think you can just hang around and improve my stuff. It's going to be ages before we got that. So, right, let's pause everything again. We are now in a position to have a look at this. So this, at this point, should offer me a advanced version of this drug. So we should have female contraceptives. There we are. Let's have a look at this one. Gout relief. Oh, we don't really much care about that. Now, from female contraceptives, we need the catalyst and an agglomerator to get alleviate erectile dysfunction, which should provide us a really decent amount of cash. So let's get that catalyst into the picture. We could have this about there, or something like this, perhaps. In fact, I think that would probably be a better idea. Right, so we want to import the catalyst here. It's expensive. And then run the belt down along the side, and then, oh no, and then up. And this one straight in like so. Right, let's see what we can do. It doesn't really matter too much to me which one gets overridden. Causes headaches versus breaks everything. Promote sleepiness. We'll toggle the base to this one. Oh, never mind. Actually, no, I think that was okay. So we now need to push this through, get this up to a concentration of 17. So we need 2 agglomerators and then another agglomerator. Okay, let's get this going. So 2 agglomerators and then 1 more agglomerator. Well, let's see how this goes. Hopefully, it pops out and it's perfect. Actually, realistically, that's not going to happen. So why don't I plan for the eventuality where it's like, ha 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 ha, no, and build it like this instead. That way I've got plenty of room to adjust my plans if needed. Right, let's see. So we are getting into the right sort of area. This can now... No, it needs 1 more. Can it now? Yes. Okay. See, where does it sit? Okay, that's actually not bad. We will still have causes headaches, which is a shame. But we need to put it down a lot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ultraviolet cure. Oh, wow. I forgot about all of that. We can actually go much further down the cure tree. But how to get to ultraviolet cure is the question. We'd need advanced delivery or advanced auxiliary. Probably advanced delivery specialist processing, then ultraviolet. That would be an awful lot to do to get that one thing. But all we need to do here, we're at 20. We need to be down at 12. So 3 ionizers, basically. It's a very expensive thing to do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe. No, we don't want to do that. Running out of room. Knew that was going to happen. Wow. Okay, this has to change then. We could have this down here again. It's a bit of an unfortunate setback, but means we could have all 3 of these set up like that. You guys need to move down here so I can see that you're clearly not being used. Okay, there, and then home free. Kind of. Maybe. Whether there's any profit left in this pill at the end of this, I really don't know, but we'll see. Okay, please work. All I want from you is for you to work. At this point, we've already spent 233. So half of the profit has gone into processing costs and raw materials, more or less. See how much this costs. Oops. Let's see what's happened. Expedient Gout Stomper. You should be active now. Okay, I mean, we've got a bit of a side effect, but I'm fairly certain that most men would be like, oh, that's okay. It's not like it's causing migraine. There we are. Let's see our new product, Dapper Erecto. We are going to be going with Dapper Ragnarov. Leviosa. There we go. Perfect. Let's see. Is this actually going to be bringing us any money? We are now actually making a profit. Finally. It's going to take us a long bloody time to repay that, but okay. Now then, how close are you guys? You're not actually that far off getting there, so that's all good. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. I could try and get the creamer. We don't actually need it because we don't have any side effects to reduce, but we'll probably, as soon as they're ready there, yeah, there we are. So let's pause that for a second. So we've got the autoclave, cryogenic dispenser, condenser rather. Now the autoclave is going to allow us to go to appetite suppressant straight away. But we actually need the cryogenic condenser to get the reduced anxiety drugs. And we're about a third through the time that we've got. So we need the condenser straight away. We have no time to spare. I'm going to allow you to continue working for me, though. Alright. This is actually a pretty difficult mission, I've got to be honest. We are struggling a little bit. Largely because we didn't start with the right drugs. I know that you can sometimes start with the drugs that you need. You do start at the bottom, you know, and it can have very awkward side effects to work around, but you can definitely start with the right drugs. And unfortunately, we didn't this time, so we were playing catch-up right from the beginning. But what we want to look at next is how are we going to set this one up? So we've got to alleviate stomach ulcers, then we got the autoclave, then appetite suppressants, just to bring in a little bit more cash. So, alleviate stomach ulcers is this one. What do you need? 6 to 8. I'm going to need to put you through 2 ionizers just to get you to a point where I can run you through. And you're actually a really good profit, so don't necessarily want to do that. What I'd rather do is buy that. Right, we're going to need another mixer. And we're also going to need to wait for the next episode. I know, I'm a scallywag, but that's going to be it from me for this episode. As always, I would very much welcome any comments or feedback you may have to offer, but we're going to have to wait to see whether we can complete this mission, and if we can, whether we're going to be able to complete it on Master for the next episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it, though, and will be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.